Back in September, the Chargers won a thriller in their last matchup against the Broncos.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Denver. His return starts at the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. At the helm, one of your fellow Washington quarterback alums, Brock, already a starter in his first season.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy. Maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he'll get it up to the 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down. Another carry for him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 46. His first throw is an interception. And the Chargers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense. I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Toss now to the short side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go for it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Reichert now to try the field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him. Smith able to put it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's wiped from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Cut out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That play good for 17 on a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers stretch their early lead to 9. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers go up 10-zip here in the first. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
I think not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Will Reichert now to try the field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Smith able to put it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They're going play action. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Well, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll try and throw it here. Looking slant route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Deep drop this time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now after the incomplete pass, we've got someone shaken up and in need of some medical attention. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. It is Cup, left side. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This will be caught by Cooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
That's into the hands of Franklin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Back to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on. The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
That